Power to the people. We are back to do maintenance. You are tuned in to the latest episode of the Keep It Clean podcast. This is episode number 25. I'm your host, Nico. I'm joined with my special guest, my crew, my co host, as always. Got the good brother Ray in the building. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Flipping quarters for episode 25.
You
Custom deals
heard.
just for you. You
You
you know what I'm saying?
heard.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying,
sir.
man?
You feel me? We got the good brother Ev in the building. What's going on, man?
What's going on? How y'all doing, man? What's going down?
Everything is love. Everything is good. We ain't gonna waste no time today. We're gonna get straight to it. Housekeeping. If you are joining us on YouTube, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the page. If you are joining us on DSPs, please be sure to like the page and follow along. Add us to your library. If you are trying to find us on social media, you can do so at the Keep It Clean Show. Again, that's at the Keep It Clean Show on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We got a
THE, we
batch,
spell properly.
right? THE, not the.
THE.
Yeah, saying we ain't doing the Ebonics, but shout out to the Ebonics. You know what I'm saying? Um, 'Cause we gotta keep calling that Ebonics. I don't know what y'all was doing with the African American vernacular, all that, whatever. Anyway, um, we got a batch of dirty topics, and we here to clean them up. Solos, capping your raps. First off, I'm gonna get us started. Lil Yachty, I'm gonna start a petition to get you to stop rapping. Um,
Ooh, shooting at
off,
Atlanta yourself?
yeah, off. Again, he's Gwinnett. He's Gwinnett. Let's keep that in context. That's not Atlanta, but
Surrounding area?
yeah, it's definitely the surrounding areas for sure. But yeah, Miles, Yachty, bro, that was stupid. That was a terrible line. If you're not aware, Yachty put out was that record's not out, but he was doing a stream with Black Boy Max, who was actually Ray's cousin. He was
That's his
he
doppelganger today.
yeah, facts. He was doing a stream with him
Many
and
gone
he
so I don't know him.
he was previewing a record, and in the record he says, I put my knee on her neck, I went George Floyd.
Yep.
Distasteful, disrespectful, ignorant, foolish, unnecessary. Did we not learn from a Lil Wayne had a line similar about Emmett Till? But you wouldn't be a student of hip hop, so I would expect you to not. So yeah, I'm in the space of Yachty. I don't know. Actually, you haven't brought anything substantial to the world of hip hop since you started. From One Night to Broccoli to when you started writing for Drake, none of it has given us anything of like valuable substance in the game. And with that, you decided to make a joke about George Floyd. Completely unnecessary, completely foolish. And yeah, they should take your microphone. I'm cool.
You see, he apologized to Steven Jackson.
Huh?
He apologized to Steven Jackson because you know Steven
Oh, that's his
and
people. Yeah.
yeah.
Even
So
still,
yeah, no, I'm just saying it's just so
like,
he
That's
he
stupid.
apologized to Steven Jackson, and Steven Jackson, of course, being him, had to go out and get online and talk about how he accepted his apology, and there's going to be more conversation. They're going to see each other, and there needs to be more.
there doesn't need to be conversation. Listen, look, for everybody that's out there paying attention, if somebody in the streets, like George Floyd, like a Trayvon, like a Emmett Till, has passed away or died due to some very obvious racist situations, and that have, that have detrimentally affected us, that's the last thing you need to be on a record trying to get your bar off about, especially in that fashion. What are we even talking? Like, you talking about putting your knee on a girl's neck and probably sometime, I don't even understand what that's about.
Yeah.
But like, that's where it's just completely a reach for me. You went to say the knee on the neck in order to get to the George Floyd, and it's just like, bro, what are we doing? What is the purpose? What's the goal? Stop rapping, Yachty. Stop rapping. We don't need it. We don't want to hear it. We haven't wanted to hear it. Your sales ain't reflected that we want to hear it. Just shut up. Shut the fuck up, please.
It's one of those things. Like, man, why? You can't tell me you didn't know when you put that together. I'm on the side. That was an intentional. That was an intentional.
Yeah, it is.
Risk
Yeah, it
that
is.
you did. And so it makes it lame for me. You you apologizing somehow is lame to me because you knew what you were.
Stand on what you said.
You know what I'm saying, man? Like you and Steven Jackson. It's just
that makes it even lamer. You apologized to. You didn't say apologize to his daughter,
his family.
You apologize to the public figure who made it about himself.
Like, yeah, no, bro. Yeah. So
that's both y'all. You know, yeah. I don't like none of that.
That's what I said with that. I'm ready to start a petition to get Yachty to stop rapping. We don't want to hear it. Like, you haven't been good since your first single. So
everything you did and went to waste anyway. City Girls, you wrote for them. They didn't do Caribou didn't do DC2 Trill, all whole gang, all them is dwindling.
Where is Perry? Where is Burberry Perry?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right. So yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got for y'all.
I got a really quick question though. Is quiet's not the word. That pack of Atlanta and surrounding Atlanta, that era that's been going on for like, I guess the last, I say 7 years, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
What's left of that? Like right now, that is.
It's funny. Smith
Future's excluded. Let me be clear. Right. I'm sorry. I'm asking with Future excluded. Yeah.
Smith hit me the other day and asked me about Nine Vicious. Right. And this is no disrespect to Nine Vicious. I don't listen to you. But I hit him back and I said, bro, I'm almost 30. You know what I mean? I don't know nothing about this little dude. And that's kind of where it is now. It's like the wave of, the Thugs, the Futures and all that, they're out of here. So like Cardi, out of here. Right. So when you get down to like the Yachties and the rest of it's like it becomes a underground, just kind of if you know, internet type of thing. And I'm not tapped into all that no more. So I don't know.
Even for the in between though, like so I know Offset getting ready to drop because obviously he showed up on
Offset is out of here though. Yeah. He's out of here. Like
they solid. They
that's straight. Gone. Yeah, it's over. Like that, like Thug, Cardi, Migos, Future, all of that, they're superstar catapult, Uzi, they're gone. Like it's a thing where it's like, yes, that's Atlanta still, but it's like they actual superstars. Like they gone.
But is it not done? Is it quieter for their music? Because we seeing right now Thug sending tweets at Gunna.
Thug not dropping.
Doing fine without Thug was supposed to drop.
Yeah, right.
2 months ago.
Yeah, 2 months ago.
All right. Yeah. That's what I'm more so asking. Like even for the ones that they hit the superstardom, but is it because it's not the same where they were doing rollouts and it was
it's a little different. I mean, yeah, because they are older. Like it's the Future is way past the run. Thug is way past his heyday. Migos are way past their heyday. They don't even really exist anymore. Type of thing. Rest in peace, Takeoff. So it's one of them situations where it's like people, the bubble that was there at a certain time is kind of dissipated because all of the people that was on remained on and went on to be great. So now it's in that space of like they're finding new underground artists down here, and because like now it's like a whole wave of underground artists now that's low key sounding like 05 Jeezy and shit, and it's very very fire. But like I'm just not as tapped in as I used to be to know exactly who's who and what's what at this point. You know what I mean?
Fair. Okay. Nah. It's on you.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Well,
I got my keep it clean. Apologies for this keep it clean now if people feel attacked. But
not
a lot of y'all, man, but a lot of y'all need to seek help. A lot of y'all need to seek therapy. A lot of y'all need to pray. And the reason I say that is because a lot of y'all are scorned individuals. And the experience that you speak of comes from that scornness. And I don't think you realize it in the conversation that you have. Y'all know me. I'm an experienced nigga. One of the homies was talking yesterday, and he was using some weird words. The word slave came up. Again, we talking shit, popping shit. We popping shit, but and they betting, playing Madden, betting. The word slave and shit come up, and it's like, what is this? And but hold on, check it out. That phrase came up because he was saying, I'm taking your money because I'm beating you in Madden and you work a 9. Because he's like, the 9 to 5 you work to, I'm taking your money from you, slave. Yeah.
That's fighting words.
And so I'm listening.
And in Madden.
And I'm like, but just check it out, right? Cuz work a 9 to 5 too. So and it's one of those situations when we all
And that's
talking,
the mentality.
and that's what I mean is that it's coming from a scorn place of life, of things you went through in life, and you projecting of because I ain't gonna tell cuz business, love him to death, another ATL, and love my dog to love my dog to death, but a lot of shit be projection, man, and a lot of shit come from how things went into and transpired into your life. Seek help, gang.
Yeah. Like
That's
Brother
it.
said, go pray. Go pray. Go talk to
Slave
that
is
man.
crazy.
Go talk to that man.
Man, because bro, when we all like, what this nigga just say?
With the choice of words that have been coming up in this recent
You call
time
me a
frame.
slave off the Madden game, we gonna cut the
Man,
game off and go
You
outside.
call
And
me a
that
slave in general, bro. But especially on
bro,
Madden.
and I'm
Don't
like,
call me
yeah.
a slave playing
And
Madden,
I'm
bro.
like, yeah, hey, I talked to my best friend as well. Like, yeah, cuz excommunicated. I'm not with that.
And this
I'm
is
not
why,
with it.
and this is why you don't gamble, fellas. This is
Thank
why you put that if you want to play the game with your homies, play the game for sport, have fun and bond. Stop putting money on the table because that's when folks get to talking to you crazy.
Yeah, man.
Why put your whole rent on this next play? Play with me. It's like, dog, how we
Yeah,
doing
and
all
that's
that? We friends.
it.
yeah,
Exactly.
because
We're friends.
there's nowhere else to go after you put money down other than physicality. We know this, you know.
Come on, man.
I've told you this before, Nick. When we talk, it's like when you hoop, man. I don't. Once people start talking money, I start unlacing the kicks. I'm out.
I'm cool. I'm
out.
gone.
I
I'm
don't do that.
I
No,
don't either, bro.
no, because money on the ground turns to trunks being popped, and I don't want to be there, man.
Yeah, real shit. Real
I
shit.
don't know if y'all been seeing it, these videos recently with people coming in with the straps in 24-hour fitness and LA fitness. They getting mad in pickup games, and next thing you know, they running around the court up in the peas on people,
Oh,
bro.
nah, see,
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
nah.
man. Yeah, man. Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool.
That is toxic masculinity.
Man,
Facto.
what? And the
Facto.
crazy part is, like, every video, people that were there, they always comment like, man, he was the worst one on the court. Like, he was that dude that was already fouling people anyway, so you shouldn't have even been out there to begin with.
I saw
But
I
hey,
saw a dude get crossed up and pull a dude out of his shirt. Like he got crossed up and he grabbed him so he wouldn't get past him and then
Yeah.
pulled Buddy Hole's shirt off. It's like, yo, what are we doing?
And then, is that the one where it was? I think he was he was either Asian or Hispanic.
Yeah,
And then
that one.
he was ready to square up with dude. Like, dude
Yeah,
disrespected
it's like
him.
it's like, fam, you just pulled me out of my shirt because I crossed
Man.
you in a game. What are we? Nah, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, as Ev said, stop projecting. Go get some centeredness about yourself and come to grips with that anger that's sitting in your chest. Because there's no reason that something as silly as a basketball game that you're not getting paid for, didn't get recruited to play or nothing. This is purely leisure time. You are potentially finna gravely injure somebody off a basketball game. That doesn't make any sense. Y'all got to do better.
Hey, and with Ray, what you said earlier about the basketball thing, Cuz who made the comment, he was winning 21-7. He lost.
Like, you lose the lead and then call someone a slave? Nah, send him to the gulag, dog.
Send him to the fields. Send him to the field. You know what I'm saying? What the hell are we talking about?
Because you don't tell me you pulled the Falcons.
He played with the Falcons. He's a Falcons fan.
That wasn't necessary, bro. I'm gonna just tell you that was not necessary. All right.
I'm a Falcons fan, man.
I know. It's just,
is that my trauma projecting there? My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
You got a solo for us this week, brother?
I gotta keep it clean right quick. Hey, man. South Park is doing their numbers in this new season and putting foot to the ass. And these people are getting sensitive. They are only 2 episodes in. They done got Donald Trump looking crazy. They done got all the mannerisms down, the smiles. He in bed with the devil. They got
whacking a nigga across the head.
Man, what? And then they cleared Charlie Kirk. Mm-hmm. They got him being Eric Cartman. You can't ask for a better match, man. And the way that they set it up, because they had one of the other school kids, Clyde. He came in talking about his podcast. All the kids at school mad, like, yeah, man, you know, he can't keep saying this type of stuff. He's talking about women and he's talking about the Jewish people. And Cartman over here mad, like, you took my shtick. You took it from me. So he jumped Clyde and popped back out with the Charlie Kirk haircut, man, and they killing it. They got JD Vance as a hobbit.
I would have JD Vance permanently attached to a couch if I was them.
Man, yeah. Oh god. And then
say vacation on top.
Bro. And so every time he's standing next to Trump, it's like he just looked like a little hobbit next to the Trump character. But the biggest one that I forgot about, Kristi Noem, the Secretary of Homeland Security. So they show her because they treat it like the NASCAR series, when they do the pit stop and the crew come out and change the tires and whatnot. So they've been doing that, but for Botox for her face, because throughout the episode it be melting because she be getting so much Botox in real life. So they pull up like a pit stop, fix her face up, right? Right. And then every 5 scenes, like because she runs ice and everything, so they do ice raids. These boys then pulled up and did an ice raid. Someone had said something along the lines of like, yeah, man, Mexican people go to heaven. South Park did an ice raid in heaven, getting the Mexican angels, dog. Getting the angels in heaven, bro.
I gotta watch it.
And then specifically for Kristi, I didn't know in one of her memoirs she admitted to shooting a 14-month-old dog because it wouldn't listen to her. So every other scene, they got her pulling, oh snap, pull out the strap, and bro, South Park is doing numbers right now.
Shout out to South Park, man. Y'all are an American treasure. You know what I'm saying? An American national treasure for sure.
But last and not least, I do love the fact they dismantling the manosphere. They putting belts to ass on that manosphere, bro.
As they should, as y'all should. I've been watching,
highlighting how it's got them Trump elected and all that. Yeah, man. I loved it, bro.
I've been watching Charlie Kirk get fried by college students for like the last week and a half. And
that boy went over to England, has been getting mopped up.
See that is a very, very important thing that we're like seeing in that psyop. When you on the American campuses and you're trying to talk to these kids, you can get it off. You can work them into a little rhetorical trap, the whole thing. That man went over there across that pond where that school system is better, started getting sent up the wall in that joint. Like man. There's I think it's called the Rational National or something like that. I'm gonna find the link and put it in here. But they be breaking down point by point where the fallacies are, where he moved the goalposts, where he did, and he be getting cooked.
Man. And I didn't realize, which I should have known, that when he get cooked, even if it's on the American side, that boy was going around deleting clips.
Oh yeah,
so it looked like he caused. Yeah, man. I didn't, because I don't follow him like that. But
oh, and by the way, all college students, if you are tapped into this podcast, and Charlie Kirk finds himself on your campus, and you black, and he decides to ask you, does racism exist? Because what can you do today? What can a black person do today that a white person can't do today? This is the answer. Sundown towns. And leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Out of there.
Yeah, you gotta pay attention to his argument style of where he's gonna get very, very skewed facts. Like he's gonna go down the alleyway, skew a fact, and then build his premise with another skewed fact. And because it's 2 steps removed, he makes it difficult to counter that, because he's gonna only ask pointed questions to skewed facts that don't really make it tangible.
In order to actually beat him, you're gonna have to reframe every single time, because he's trying to paint you, and you're gonna have to reframe his framing. And that's where he fucked up.
And in a great argument tactic, he's not going to let you reframe, because he's going to continue to talk over you once he feels like he's losing that point. So that it's a
which is why it's pointless to talk to him. Stop talking to him.
Yeah, like.
But speaking of Buddy, let's go ahead and get into it. His man got no caps. Nah, I ain't got no cap. I mean, the cap for me was Yachty's whole rap career.
Oh, I got a quick cap. Doofus that made the T on her app. That's it. You a doofus, bro. You are a doofus. We might come back and explore more of it just because of the shenanigans that you were creating, but you completely missed the premise of what the T app was for, just so you can go and get back. Nick and I were talking on the phone. Let me put you on game. This is just more of an in-house conversation. I had brought it to his attention, or one or the other. I don't know if he said it to me or I said it to him. And he heard me audibly say, "It's like, man, yeah, man, I'm just comfortable because I just know it's not a black guy. I just know he not one of us."
It's a black
right?
man.
So,
It's a black
so
man.
here, let me walk it step by step, right? We talking, and it's like he's not a black guy. He's like, hold on, let me look. And he goes, well, nah, buddy from Utah. And I was like, oh, he for sure. Like Utah. You know, unless you go to BYU for the scholarship, you not really from there.
Or you YB.
Man, and he's like, nah.
Or you Kanye.
Yeah. But they not from there.
Yeah.
They just live. Those are two. Nah, buddy. He sent the picture. It's not even mistakable.
Nah.
It's
nah. It's
why?
bad work. It's nasty. It's nasty work.
And it's like shooting in a barrel in Utah. You didn't even need this. But it's just purely to, you only made it just to go be a chatty patty as a dude, which is even more despicable. You a nasty man. You probably got caught up on it, but whatever. Yeah, that's quick cat. I don't even know. Is it worth saying Buddy's name to slander him more, or am I giving him too much credibility? And that's where I'm currently stuck at. But
you a doofus.
Yeah.
Dweeb.
Like, is it straight?
Dork. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're an idiot, bro. We don't use a lame. You a goofball. Cornball.
You shop at Super Weenie Hut Jr.
type shit. Like, you're a dork, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. Up first, we're gonna keep this quick. So the commander and thief man has attempted a federal takeover of DC. He has invoked the Section 740 of the DC Home Rule Act and declared it a public safety emergency in DC and deployed the National Guard as long as federal agents to go into predominantly black neighborhoods in DC and quote unquote clean up the city. I just want to say that he is saying that the crime in DC is out of control and all of this. Crime in DC is at a 30-year low. 30-year low, right? Crime in DC is down from when it used to be the murder capital of the country when we were all kids, right? When we was children, DC was the murder capital of the country. They was having like 400, 500 murders a year type situation. They had 100 something last year. Property crimes down, carjackings down, murders down. So for him to be telling y'all that this is a state of emergency and we just got to send these folks in to get this all together, he's lying as always. So with that and him saying that he's looking to try to do this in some other cities, just go get your gun. I mean, go get you a gun. Two of them. Yeah, fact.
Maybe 3, man.
Whatever you can do.
I would say 2, but stock up on ammo, right?
That too.
Because people want, like, as a frustrated Texan, this thing where people just go and buy the gun and think like it comes with unlimited ammo.
Come with ammo.
Like it don't even come with it in the first place, you idiot. And then you realize how much the ammo costs, and now all of a sudden it don't look the same. Because there's been a couple people that got caught lacking that was just flashing it, and then they accidentally clicked it because you don't have gun, safety training. You're not supposed to put your finger on the trigger. So they heard it click a couple times, and then you found your place that was made for you upstairs, and and I don't even know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Because when the story came out, it's like, and they were the antagonizer. Cap, ink. Yeah. So get your ammo. Get your ammo. Be safe. Practice safety. Get your ammo. Yeah.
Also, just to, and we'll close this one out right here. Since then, the DC Attorney General has filed a lawsuit against Donald Trump for doing this, calling it a hostile takeover. Since then, they have recalled this. They've removed some of the troops, removed some of the agents, and they have restored power to the police chief in DC. So the hostile takeover, as of right now, is kind of over. But again, we see that he just did this. And we see that he's going to continue to do everything in his power to keep us to not talk about them Epstein files that we know for a fact that he's in at this point. That's it. Just keep in mind that every time you see him in the news doing some other crazy stuff, this is all about the fact that we know you in the Epstein files, brother, and you don't want to talk about it. That's it.
Big facts. Big facts.
So now we can get into ringing the mops, man. This is the pop culture segment of the show. We got a lot of new music this week. We're going to start off with Cardi B. Cardi B dropped a record, single for her upcoming album. She dropped a record over the Imaginary Playerz beat by Jay-Z. She, paid homage to the flow, paid homage to the video. And yeah, I'll go ahead and start us off. I enjoy this record, man. I think I enjoyed the callback to Jay. The fact that she's from New York, he from New York, I think that's dope. Her mimicking like his flow patterns within the verses at certain points, I rock with that. Yeah, man, I think it's dope. I think it's a good change of pace from like the constant kind of club record type situation. I don't think we've heard Cardi just rock out on a record in a while. So it was refreshing for me. I think it was dope. I don't think it's like some super crazy single that's finna be, but I thought it was dope. I thought it was very dope. What did y'all think of this record? Whoever want to take it first.
I'll go next. So I enjoyed the record. I echo everything Nick said. I enjoyed the record. I don't think this was meant to be a song that's to a club banger, none of that. This is because, mind you, Imaginary Playerz wasn't the original. This is a pop your shit, get it off. And I think for Cardi specifically, this was I gave you outside, but this is also the hey you, a very particular person. Hey you, I just want you to know something. Yeah, and I think all that was great, but the one thing I didn't like her flow on it at certain times. At certain times, it felt like the beat was whooping her ass a little bit. I'm sorry. It's just how it went. It was, and I don't know if it's the flow or her accent.
The accent
with her bars, because it sounded like with some of the bars, because it sounded like she was trying to stretch some of the words sometimes, and it sounded like she was reading it off some paper probably. It just like at certain times in the flow, and it was
I can see that.
It got me a little bit because I'm listening to it. It's like she popping her shit, but it's like it's not sounding as pristine as it should over this beat. Because matter of fact, so on Twitter, Black Mass, a dude who does a lot of like,
I seen that.
He put it over, I think, a Biggie track.
He put it over Get Money.
And it sounds
perfect,
flawless,
perfect. Yeah.
Flawless, and it's like nigga, like she's like, and that's where, and not to even take it away from the original record, but it just, that's what I mean. My only thing is that like maybe I got to listen to it some more because I'm used to hoes. Because like when I first said
spit like, that other shit, that's a nice motherfucking shit. Riding around deep cover shit, nigga. Like
it's just, but I will say, like I said from the very top, that was a very particular record that I appreciate from Cardi, because Cardi's one of the female rappers that can pop that shit. So it's kind of it's refreshing to hear that because we don't hear it a lot. Like that's a real echo to Lil' Kim, Foxy. Like that's the real echo. So I'm with it.
Nah, you actually had my main point to it because I think it's a cool record. It's hard. It's so hard to imitate Biggie's flow, man. Because it's one of those, it was particular to him. And Jay being able to kind of, they always say he kind of emulated it. It's difficult. That's a unique flow. That's a unique flow pattern. And it comes with almost like a voice that is needed behind it. And you may not expect that just in general. It's a very difficult flow to emulate. So she was doing what she needed to do. And it's just very hard once you heard who she's paying homage to, and the way that it was done and why it's pretty much remained where it's at all the way up until this point of someone trying to do that same similar track. But I love that for her. Yeah. I love that for her. I love that she tried to go branch out and do something different than what she typically does, and then just do a braggadocious rap that wasn't just the I guess what would be deemed as more of a ratchet talking to you. Is like, nah, it's just a casual walk.
Yeah. I buy grown man watches and make them take links out, bitch.
And it felt like she was showing, hey, I grew up too. And I could do this because the main person, like you said, Ev, that she talking to, you're not the only one that's aged in this game. which is funny for Cardi because you get to say that with only one album, but you're not the only one that's aged in this game.
That's so fire though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. It's crazy.
You know, should we ask her the same question we were debating, Nick?
What's that?
With Cardi specifically?
No, because that's gonna be a whole one-off, bro. That's a whole one-off. That's a whole one-off.
What's
the premise is Cardi a part of the big three of women rap? That's the premise. And based off, like, if she dropped this next album, would she automatically be like one or two or three?
If she's not now, when she dropped this album, would it move her back into
so like the current
big three of female rap,
of women rap? Yeah.
I think
that's a whole.
All right, I ain't gonna even get into this.
You see what I'm saying? Because it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
I'm gonna just say this. Two things. First off, if you sold what I sold, I'd hop off a plane. Like that.
Suicide. If I fall from the distance between you and I, stop it.
Like if I like that's fire.
Stop
and
it.
Two. This is for all the battle rappers out there because I'm sick of y'all niggas. Y'all did this with Not Like Us last year. Battle rappers, y'all are punchline aficionados. Y'all are not every bar in the world. Y'all have said every single bar in human capability. All right. So when a rapper gets on a song and says a line that you said 5 years ago, it's not your time to say they stole it from us, nigga. And also, y'all have to go out of the realm of the universe to make these lines. Okay.
And also, it's rap. Like this is up with that bar. Like, be for real, bro. Like, be for real, bro. If we all rapping, we all pull from a lot of the same references. So at some point, you're gonna match a reference somebody else's came with. What are we doing?
Because it's only so many glory hole references, man.
Like, do you think this Cardi was sitting down watching URL like, ooh, that one, I'm gonna take that? No.
Yeah, it's like it's one of the few times you expose us for being monolithic because a lot of us have similar backgrounds to an extent. So eventually you gonna have a thought process.
A Dragon Ball Z reference. Like,
know, like, man, hey, she said my flop and your flop is not the same. If you did my numbers, you would pop champagne. That's a cold.
If you did my numbers, you would pop champagne. If I did your numbers, I would jump out a plane. It's suicide if I fall from the distance between you and I. That's
tough.
I ain't never heard Cardi rap like that in my life, bro.
And you know what's crazy? They said that she 100% wrote that song herself. That's something that came out. Like they said, she wrote that all.
I hate that we have to do that for ladies rap too. I really do. I hate that we have to do that for ladies.
I do too, because y'all don't do it for Drake. So anyway.
Yep.
So anyway.
Hey,
we also
wait, really quick before we move off of that. Two people are doing rollouts at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
One was just on Joe Budden's podcast, and one just dropped Imaginary Playerz.
Oh, fuck you, Ray. I know where you're going. Fuck you.
What are you doing?
We did this with Outside and Bodies. Here you go.
What's up?
You know, does the gentleman that knows it's not going to be fair to him delay, push it up?
Well, wait, when is his album coming out? I don't even know what the date his album drops.
Are we talking about whose album? Offset's album. Okay.
That's what I said. We did this.
Them two. Oh, okay, I see. I see. I don't think so.
When is his album coming out? I don't even know a date.
That's a good question.
I don't know.
But
I don't think nobody.
Hers is in 4 weeks. So
I don't think anybody is gonna push back.
His is scheduled to be released in 6 days, the 22nd.
Oh, then he out the way.
Oh, yeah,
he out the way.
He got out of her way intentionally.
Yeah, because it's like, dang, man,
he got
because if hers isn't she dropping in September
19th?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Poe Offset. Offset.
Nah, bro, stop cheating.
Get it out the way now. Think about it. He already did his rollout of he was on JBP. He was just on The Shop, which I didn't even know. I just saw the clip about that. So he's doing his rollouts and everything. He's smart. Get done. Guess what? Music, how the ears work now. In 4 weeks, if you ain't got a super hit, we're gonna be the Forgot Your album. So we can go straight to Cardi and be cool. So
that's a fact.
He'll have his whole month to himself.
Is Woody? Because I don't even know if he the biggest artist dropping within this month.
Nah, he's nah.
Because
Well,
who we
Chance,
about to talk,
okay.
who we about to talk
yeah.
about now might run the airways more than him. The
Yes.
Jid album's still crazy.
I see what you're
Clips
saying.
You know,
album
so it's
still
like
crazy. Yeah.
you feel so. And I'm just more so going off of like what's happened within your month time frame before and after.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
I don't know if you would put out something better than what we just listened to with Jid. I am seeing somewhat decent reviews for Chance.
Let's get into that. Chance is back.
Okay.
Chance is back. Yeah, back. All of that feeling, like it. Okay, Chance the Rapper dropped his album for the first time. I think in what 5-6 years.
I believe 6 years.
6 years. It's called Starline. He's been doing like dropping little snippets, dropping songs and things like that over time. Just kind of, I guess it looked like to me like he was just getting back into that mode. And now we have an album. I'll come clean. I was completely off a Chance. The Big Day did it for me. I was like, I'm cool. I love 10 Day. I love Acid Rap. I liked Coloring Book and Big Day. I was like, you lost the plot for me, brother. I don't know what we're doing here. But since then, like this album right here, this album feels like 2013 to me. It feels like that blog era. Chance makes happy music, and that's just kind of accepted at this point. Like I understand what it is now. And yeah, I think if this is gonna be a lane, like the lane that he's gonna stick to and kick it in, I think he has a chance to not necessarily get back to the spot he was before with Coloring Book and all of that, but still be one of those substantial artists for sure. Because this project is great. This is great to me.
I didn't realize it until now. Like y'all do kind of favor each other. You like Chance with the hair. That's crazy work, man. I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice that. Hey, you do it side by side. It's within the realm. But shout out to Chance for doing his work.
He trying to get you back for the Plaque Boy, right?
Yeah, I know. I see what's going on.
I don't mind the Plaque Boy. I don't mind the Plaque Boy. It's okay.
Why did you let Yachty say that? Why you let Yachty say that?
I'm not gonna hold you. That's one of them times if we were both in the studio, genuinely in real life, and I would have heard that line, I would have just slapped him in the back of his head, bro. What are you doing?
I'd have stopped the song.
Get out.
Hey, what was that? What the fuck was that? But let's not get too far off. Yeah. What you thought about? Or go ahead.
No, I think Ray was still going.
Nah. I can only respond with I'm excited. I'm excited for what seems like a rare opportunity in hip hop of today, where somebody has an opportunity to get back what he lost as a rapper, because you know that does not come up often. You Nick and I were actually having that conversation where we were highlighting how rap usually goes, and sometimes you'll fly out as a superstar and then you run out of gas, and then that's just it. You start putting out stuff, and then now you're in that moment where the fans absolutely have turned on you, and that's it. You might have even lost your niche fans in the moment of when you had a bad project, or you stick to your niche and you just consistently be great within your niche. Right. He's presenting himself in a moment to where it's like, just like Nick was saying, you may not get all the way back there, but you might have an opportunity to, which is rare. You might, and in the moment where I think is also dope is like that timing in that chasm that we've spoken about before. Now that the beef has happened, the big three have done whatever they have, it's open. Yeah. So we got one face, which is Tyler, and there's space.
The space, yeah.
And like you've done enough, because he's one of those. To me, he's like Vince Staples on steroids, because you have the personality that people already love. You've been visually there. Even after the album that he had with the bad reviews, he's still more or less been visually there. You see him, you appreciate him. So now you get to give us a product. Like, we still love you.
Because
quiet is that.
Quiet is kept, bro. Like, we got to keep it a bit. Chance was at the time, like 2016, 2017, folks was looking at Chance like, oh, Chance might be the pass off from Drake. Like, he might get the torch from Drake. Like, this might be the next safe household dude. Like, bro had mixtapes getting Grammys. We got to put some respect on Cuz name, like, for real, bro. He was one of them, and then he just dropped a bad project. that happens.
Yeah,
But like
you know,
that,
he
And then he
also
went into I Love My Wife. Like, and
yeah,
unfortunately, rap is a
but
toxic place.
wait. If we just dabble just a little bit, just a nod to the conspiracy theories, him and the other gentleman I just mentioned were both having to deal with Buddy over there and him being jealous of their success.
you talking about?
Drake wasn't a fan of Chance.
Ah,
He
yeah,
wasn't. He
facts.
wasn't.
That's a
He
fact.
wasn't because he
That's a
even
fact.
dissed him on.
If
He
I
even
picked the
dissed him on
name,
the
I would have
song.
picked the name like Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
Why would you? Why would you do
so
that?
both having to deal with that, and him having his Apple success as well when he was
Mhm.
one of the ones that were the first
Mhm.
with Apple Music that presented something. So
Yeah.
No problem with me. Yeah,
it's
Come
weird too,
on,
because
man.
it's like you get to fill in the space, and it's almost having to give a nod to Buddy because now that you kind of got moved out the way, we get to shine type of thing. Which
A little bit.
you know,
You feel
if
me?
he was a real rapper and didn't have people writing for him, or the writers can't say that for him, he might be able to flip that bar. But
That's a fact.
you
Man.
do. I think it's dope from because there's really nobody else either.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a fact. Ev, what you thought about the album, brother?
I thought the album was great, but first off, Ray, what you said about him being like Vince was perfect. He's Chicago Vince Staples.
Yeah.
He
Mm.
is.
Mm.
And on steroids because you have to think about that little 3-year gap of coloring book and everything. He's Vince Staples on steroids. So that was great. And with this album, let me go into it, man. This is a great comeback. Sometimes you gotta go through stuff. Sometimes you got to go through loss, you got to go through divorce, you got to go through certain things to find your rhythm and find your place and have the space to speak about things.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he had
That's a
to do
fact.
over these last 6 years. Like I just mentioned, rap is a toxic place, and he went into I love my wife, I love my family, which he was already doing that with I love my family throughout his entire career.
Facts.
But when you got into I love my woman, it became an automatic, oh fuck no. So I
I
kind of
do.
hate that.
While I do feel you,
It was
I
bad
don't.
music too, but
Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I want to get. Like,
it was bad
you
music.
gotta. You made
But
hot
the
shower, bro.
theming's in it too. Yeah, the theming's
No, yeah, for
in
sure.
it is,
For sure.
and
For
so.
sure.
But I will say this album, and to what you said, Nick, I think this was a perfect blend of his 10-day. It was honestly, I think this was the perfect blend of like his first 4 projects of Acid Rap, 10-day surf project, and coloring book. Like this was a
Mhm.
perfect culmination of
Of
all
all
of
of those,
those.
yeah.
And he got back into his like very big with the spiritual bag. He was very big with his growth bag.
Listen,
That
that
was
letter to
very
the
big
church.
thing. Yeah,
That letter to the church.
like he got
Ray,
into
I
the
don't know.
real
I don't know
bag.
if you heard it yet. Like, I don't know if you tapped in with the Chance album yet. It's a record on there. I think it's called Letters. But he writes a letter to the church, like
Mhm.
to black churches, and man.
I do want to say this. I'm of the impression, especially considering how rap has always worked. One of the other things that didn't help Chance, even before his last album, he did rap too fast. And what I mean by that, usually the era of grinding it out is like 2, maybe 3 albums. I kind of figured it out. I'm in a better space, another 2 albums, and now I'm grown up,
Mhm.
and I'm here, and that's not only another maybe 2 to 3 albums, but overall that gives you a space of about 8 to
Mhm.
10 years.
Mhm.
He did like
Yeah.
you did you know what I'm saying. So you did all of this, and then now it's like, dang man, what do you do after this? You went from you were dropping out of high school to I'm married that fast, and that's not allowed in rap. What's good, my brother?
We just had the good
I'm in
brother Rose
trouble. I'm
pop
in
in.
trouble. Hold on. I'm in trouble. Hold on.
Oh,
Go
he
ahead,
too
Ray.
got a haircut. Wait.
Yeah. Let's do it.
It's the pod of Black Boy impersonators. That's what's happening.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
Damn. That
Oh
was
man.
great.
But no, so he ran through rap so fast, like the level up, the grow up, all of those pieces. He did it so quickly where I think it ended up damaging him and holding on to his career. Man. How you gonna-
I'm sorry for the fans. Rose is having a domestic dispute on the phone right now, and we see it. Y'all can't see it, but we can see it. And we just laughing. We just laughing. That's all. That's all.
But yeah, no, I think he ran through his career a little bit fast, and because rap is a toxic place, they weren't having that. They weren't. So
Yeah.
it's good for him to circle and spin that block.
I feel that. Speaking of Buddy,
before we get off that, so there's a song, and you see, I got it in my subject line. People don't know it, but so in his song "No More Old Men," he had a line, and I kind of want to just ask y'all about it. Cause I want to know how y'all feel, because I fuck with it. So he said, "It's the 4 black commandments," and it goes 1, watch your health is your wealth. 2, watch your brother, that's yourself. 3, watch your home, that's your door. 4, if they want it, we go to war. I think that's something we should stick by. Like again, the 10 Commandments in the Bible and everything, but I think that's something as men we should hold, because all of those are community based, loving each other, protecting one another, and being of one. And I just want to say, like, and if you have the time, everybody is listening, listen to the album and listen to that song specifically, because
No More Old Man.
That's a very powerful song of what he's describing, especially for a lot of us in our 30s. Because mind you, we're all in Chance's age. I think he was born in 93 with us. So he's speaking to a lot of the things in our communities that we lost and that we no longer have, that we cherished. And it's a powerful thing. So yeah, I just if y'all out there,
I mean,
you listen to it.
You could he watched Sinners.
Yeah. Yeah, facts. Watch your brother, because that's you. That is him. No,
Look who you let inside the door.
That's your door.
Bro, that's great. Oh my God. Ray, you own one today.
That was good.
You own one today.
He said, if they want it, we going to war. Come on in, you motherfuckers.
I too watch Sinners. That's
Listen, hey, look, I'm not mad. Look, I'm not mad at Sinners being a cultural reset for us to get behind. You know what I mean? I think Malcolm X was that movie for folks back in the 90s. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if that's gonna be the one that's gonna spark the thought processes to get back to the community, I'm with it. Let's run it. Cause I completely rock with those commandments for black folks for sure. I think those should be just kind of broad across the spectrum, but definitely for us specific, yeah, that definitely for sure. Speaking of bro, hold on.
Bro, sis.
Okay. Speaking of Drake has you said what?
Sis? You said bro, my bad.
Oh, I get it. He called him a bitch. I get it.
Okay. Yeah, but speaking to Shorty, you know what I mean? Drake is back, and like, you know, we had a thing here where we weren't gonna cover this lawsuit anymore after it dropped, because it was just the most bitch ass thing we've seen in hip hop in too long, and we just wasn't gonna give bitch assness too much airtime. You know what I mean? But sometimes egregious things happen, and it would be a crime to not speak on this. So Drake, in asking for more information in his lawsuit with UMG, has requested just some of the things he's requested. I'm not gonna get into every single thing he requested, but some of the things he's requested have been the records of relation that Dave Free has to Kendrick Lamar's children. Another thing he's requested is all communications or about allegations or anything from December of 2014 about domestic violence or violence towards women. Listen, man. Listen, man. First of all, if you say to me that your kids ain't your kids, we will never squash a beef ever in life. That's number one. It's number one. Number two, if you go so far as to try and get court ordered evidence that I'm not the father of my own children,
the kid here, man. We in a bit like that.
we talk about your favorite artist in this
What you talking about?
in this Drake and this lawsuit.
You know,
Oh, that
when
must
y'all
say
were
my
in the
favorite artist. That's crazy.
yeah,
You love that
yeah.
nigga.
Weren't
That's
y'all two
cap.
in the studio together when he went to Atlanta to help him write some shit?
He was definitely in the studio with
Hey,
Drake when he was writing.
if I pop about this bitch, bro, I'm goddamn doing 2 things at one time. I'm doing overtime and I'm on this motherfucker. Like I'm
You good?
if I pop out. So
You good? But yeah, if you request evidence in the courts that my child is not my child, I might greenlight you.
Yeah.
I'm just
Might is very
it's me.
generous.
Listen, yeah, because I'm on camera, bro. You know what I mean?
Might is very generous.
I'm on a public
Might is very
platform.
generous.
I'm
Might is very generous.
choosing
bro.
my words very carefully. You dig what I'm saying? But it's just real quick and clean it up and just be done with it, right? Because I'm gonna let y'all go. Drake, you lost. It's over. It's done. There is no evidence of the things that you're talking about. We all know this, and now you're only making it worse for yourself, dog. I've never seen nobody in hip hop go to the courts to confirm the things that they said in a diss song. This is the lamest shit I've ever seen in hip hop history, and that's all I got to say about it for real.
I'm gonna say this. It's lame as fuck because nobody thought none of this shit. You brought it up yourself. That's why it's lame. You brought it up and then say, "Hey, courts, go get the evidence for me that is true." That's the whitest shit you can do.
Hey,
I want to say another word that he is. But I
hey,
ain't gonna say that because we on camera. Rose might, but I ain't gonna do it. I'm sorry. I'm pussy. I'll say it. I'm pussy. I ain't gonna say it. You real you-ish, nigga. You real you-ish. You bluish.
Did you walk yourself into a
bluish.
pander?
Bluish.
He walked
Yeah, I
himself.
did.
We bring a pander back. He walked himself into a pander.
he walked into the panda break. Yeah,
He walked into his own pander, man.
I'm finding every other rhyming word with it, and so, but no, like that, you can't do that. Like
ghoulish,
foolish.
yeah.
You feel me? Oh
Like,
man,
but no, like that's it.
Ray, what you got?
Realistically, the legal aspect of it is you were trying to prepare for a counterclaim, right?
Mhm.
And in that moment, because of the fact that you potentially threw information out there and you're going at them for what he said about you, you're prepping for that counter argument of doing the same thing. So if you have valid evidence, it can't be marked as slander. We've seen the judge directly ask his attorneys, well, didn't you say this? And then the first
Yep.
response a few months ago was, oh, we don't have enough information on that. And then this most recent response, they kind of danced around it. And I
Like,
say
be
all that to
fucking for
say
real.
that
Be
yeah,
fucking
I
for
say
real,
all that
bro.
to say no one gives a damn about any of this because you antagonize this entire situation. Don't try to be street and then turn around and try to be legal. You can't do both. You said those people's name first. You brought them into this situation. You are the one that kept telling him to do this when he said, let's just make this a war of words. Let's just have fun. I don't like this ability for you to go around and try to buy information on people and make it a street activity, not understanding that how that can harm somebody's reputation because you don't know what it's like to have a jacket outside.
Real
Right.
quick, hold on. I wouldn't even say he doesn't understand how that's going. I think he's fully aware of what he's trying to do and then trying to play the victim afterwards.
No, I don't. I don't because he's never been in a situation as a loser since he's been successful. He just happens to be adjacent to people that are like that. Remember, this is a Young Money issue. You run around as your idol who goes around saying he got shot when he shot himself. That delusion runs deep within the camp. Before your idol, his idol was formerly over to the right, and now he's to the left. Oh, I'm sorry, I got that flip. He was on the left, went to the right, and the delusion has filtered down through the camp. Good sir, good sir.
It's the good arguments. I can't argue with this.
You are missing the point. Just walk away. And we know the worst part about it, back to what we said originally, all of this is you complaining about the game that you were willingly a participant in not going in your favor. Them 30-point games you were putting up looking a little different when you can only average 16 to 18. Them little white boys that you are hanging with on their streams don't care about you, but you are beneficial to them. So shout out to that. Go over there and do that. Iceman is just where your career is right now.
On ice.
Ooh, that's good.
On ice. Like that. Good work, Ray. Good work, Ray. All right. We'll leave Drake there. Finally.
And leave
lastly.
Texas. We got enough going on. Go away.
Facts. We don't need you down here causing more confusion, brother.
Man, what?
Finally, we'll go ahead and get this. This is a heavier topic. So Kirk Frost of Love and Hip Hop fame and also hip hop fame has a daughter who was in an alleged abusive relationship with an artist down here named T Hood. They had an altercation, had some where allegedly dude was abusive to her. Kirk Frost's son allegedly took it upon himself to go and kill the man. Go and kill the man that was putting hands on his sister. Since then, the sister has, came out and said that she doesn't agree with those actions and she thinks her brother should be charged and held accountable for that. This is obviously a very messy and nasty situation. There's a back and forth basically going on right now about who's right, who's wrong, all of that. I don't have a who's right, who's wrong. Personally, I don't have that. All I have is trying to understand every side that I can, right? As a brother, if somebody is putting their hands on my sister, I will kill you. Straight up. So I understand that. I also understand the sister's disposition as a victim in the midst of victimhood and, possibly trying to find a way to some type of healing or anything like that. Him taking that action in a way takes away her autonomy in the situation of like how she wants to handle it and things of that nature. Now, I do understand that, you're dealing with somebody that's in the abusive cycle as is. So the autonomy and decision making might be a little bit clouded, cause for a little bit more patience and all of that. But it's tough, man. I understand going to do that, but I also understand somebody feeling like it wasn't that deep. Like you ended somebody's life. You know what I mean? And that in itself does have to, you got to take some type of consequence for that. Now, if it's self-defense, that can be explored in the case and all of that in trials if it gets to that point. But just as it stands right now, I think it's a terrible situation. Rest in peace to that man. Thoughts and prayers to everybody involved. I mean, yeah, because I seen the video. The video came out. He did what he did. I'm still not going to say rest in piss. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that dude. I don't know, bro. So I do want to just he did lose his life. I'm gonna say rest in peace on that end. With the video that I saw, I don't condone that shit at all. So I understand somebody going to do that to you. It's just rough. Yeah, go ahead.
My first question is: the video the first or only time?
No, there's two videos
that we know. Okay,
there's two videos out.
It's two videos.
Was there more allegations outside of those videos?
Hey, hold on, Ray, before you go. That boy that shaved his face.
Yeah. Yes, Ray shaved his face.
Boy, your ass look goddamn like you ready to GQ some shit, ugly ass nigga.
You want to talk? You pop back on looking the same way.
I know, I did the same shit.
He popped on like he just got out of a music video shoot, but he got chains on,
got
merch.
You already know, stupid ass.
But go ahead, Ray. What was your question?
So outside of those two videos, are these the only times, at least based on what we know, that I don't know if anything more has been said?
Yeah, that I don't know. I'm not that tapped into all of the evidence.
So we have at least two videos, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've only seen one.
Mm-hmm.
So then my question to your question is, where's the line between individual interest and community?
It's tough. I don't know The exact line. I think it comes with communication. I think it comes with a lot of communication and a lot of people involved to try to manage the situation. So
So
I can't tell you exactly where that line
if
is.
we understand how the cycle of abuse works,
Mhm.
and if you're still in the midst of that cycle,
Mm-hmm.
and we see where they were willing to go, because I don't know whether the dude knew about the videos or not. I'm not really sure.
Mm-hmm.
But if he hasn't been stopped before, we
I'm
also
with you.
know how far it can go. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm asking the question of where is the line of community versus self-interest. So if
It's
you're
tough.
in that situation,
It's
I
tough.
could lose you or get rid of him.
Mhm.
No, I get you. And that's why I'm saying I understand somebody going to do it. Like, I understand it because it gets to a point where it's like you probably not looking at this in the same way that everybody else is because you in the middle of it, right?
Mhm.
So you probably have a certain leeway of letting it rock, or you know, certain type of, you know, we'll be fine. We do that. We fight all the time. It is what it is. Da, da, da. Not consider. I ain't gonna say she's not considering, huh?
I
You
didn't
said
see
what?
her fighting in that
No,
video.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying she. I'm
No, no,
saying
no. I understand what you're saying. Her saying because she did say that we fight all the time. I didn't
yeah,
see you
yeah, for
fighting
sure.
in that video. And what I mean by that, it did not look like it was a y'all
No, right.
situation. It didn't look like it was a couple
I'm
thing. It
with
looked
you.
like he
What I'm saying
was,
is, in
you
the
know,
situation, somebody that's going through it will probably give the leeway of, we do this, we get into it. Like this video right here, he put his hands on me, but at a certain point, I put my hands on him too. Like, people have all types of explaining away the domestic things that
Justifications.
be going on, yeah, justifications and all that type of thing. And it gets tricky in that space of somebody that cares for you trying to take the step over you to
Mhm.
protect you rather than leave you with the full autonomy because they understand the situation you in. That's why I say it's difficult. I think in those situations, of course, you're gonna go to the person that's dealing with it and try to get them on board with you know, distance or whatever the situation is to better it. And you're gonna have to go get your parents, go get friends, family, all of that. I think that's probably the best way I could think about it, of like trying to gather as many people around to work through this situation. I think
Mhm.
once you take it upon yourself to go kill somebody, it gets tough. Like, it just gets tough right there. Cause now was everybody on board with that move? You know what I mean? Was everybody co-signing going to do that? Was there no type of way there could have been some type of understanding, or y'all just get them away from one another and they go on about their bit? Like, it's more to the
Yeah.
process. It's so many things to the process, so many questions that we can ask, that going to just off buddy, while I understand it on an emotional, that's my sister, protection level, the recourse and the fallout that comes from it is not that simple. So that's why I think it has to be a lot more thought put into that process than just going to
Yeah.
kill, buddy. You know, I feel it. Like, I feel it, but it's tough. It's tough because now you probably got forever beef with your sister, or probably a long time of disdain between you and your sister based off of this, or until she can come to understanding of, like, or come to an understanding of peace with that situation. Like,
Yeah.
it's a lot. It's a lot.
And then you have to think, you got forever beef with your sister, but you also now have potentially a life in prison too.
You know what I mean?
And I'm not even saying like, if I was in that situation, I wouldn't make those actions, because again,
Right.
we have to be honest about moments of clarity and transparency of where you're at in that time frame. I can talk all the shit I want, like, oh, I wouldn't do that, but that's also your blood. And from the information that I've been reading about, the brother who did it lived in the house with them. So like,
Okay. So he had a different seat
yeah,
to that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's so that from real, after saying that he lived there. So that's a very total different mindset of, and they've even released images of her like with bruise marks and stuff like that. So it's like, prayers for
because it's
everybody involved.
important. With
Yeah.
that being said, it's important because he is also in his own way being subjected to what is happening.
Yes. Because you're in the
That's
house
true.
and you potentially trying to stop it, trying to avoid it,
That's true.
probably letting the family know, hey, this is going on. I don't know if that's the older brother, younger brother. I don't know. But, it's that.
That's his oldest son. That's Kirk Frost's oldest son. So I'm
Okay,
guessing that's probably our older brother. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and you got that where I'm living in the home and I'm hearing this, seeing this. Oh, this young wannabe flashy pop nigga doing this to my little sister. Like we
Like
all
you run around the city getting love and shit, and you in the house doing this to my. I feel it. I feel it. It's a lot. That's heavy. Rose, what you Oh, go ahead. My fault.
No. Go ahead, Rose.
Rose, what you thought about this whole situation, man?
Bro, I don't know. Like the one thing I will say is, you know what I'm saying, for the brother, is like I can't say he wrong, but I can say he not right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say you wrong, but you ain't right.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what I mean? And with that being said, like, with whatever issue that your brother may have had with your sister, is like there is a fine line between it's a fine line between being concerned and like, overstepping the boundary.
yes.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And I think he overstepped the boundary. You know what I'm saying? If that is true, because this is all hearsay.
It's all alleged.
You know
It's all alleged.
I don't know if he did that. I don't know if he did that.
Right.
But if that is the case, man, we all got people we love and we all got people we care about. So I can't say what I would do, what you would do, what anybody here would do. And you got somebody that you love and somebody beating on X, Y, and Z. But I will say the wrong thing to do is to put yourself in a compromising situation to where you're going to create more trauma for the family. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already got something going on. And so like creating another situation where, now we got to fight this. Y'all was already fighting that demon. Now y'all fighting another demon.
Now you got to fight a case. Now you got to, And then it's internal fighting within fighting the case. It's a lot.
And I pray that that's not like a real thing. Like I hope he ain't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And thoughts and prayers to the family or whatever. But
wait, I'm confused. When you say you hope he didn't do that, I'm
I hope he didn't do that. I hope he didn't crash out and do something to somebody when, like, where you take something from somebody like that, you can't give it back. You know what I'm saying? Like you can give back anything. You can't give back no life. Like it ain't. And your sister may not forgive you. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother aspect of something that you got to think about too, because domestic relationships are completely different from, if somebody on the street came up and did something to her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
But then, okay, so based off of what you and Nick have said, I guess that's where my question goes, because a lot of what y'all are saying is in fact a two-way street. Right? You got the other family involved being in the same house. You got the other family involved with him being there. And so if we've already had conversations like this on what our expectations are as men and roles in securing the house.
I see what you're going, Ray.
Open that doorway.
Now, Ray,
so the same way that y'all are going is the same way that it's already, that this pathway has already started, and I didn't volunteer to be on this pathway. I'm here because of your decisions. Even if if you're telling me in the same message, if you're telling me we do this all the time, this happens a lot, that means you also are saying you subjected me to this in a lot in the house that we both share.
I think it's
so
tough.
I made a firm decision where, because you in that essence, even in the process of going through traumatic situations, which we completely understand in this method, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was a stopping point coming in this two-way road. Either way,
it was gonna either be her life.
I see what you're saying, but not necessarily. because if it goes the absolute worst way, she loses her life. Another instance of it going the absolute worst way is somebody do something to him and he lose his life. But the third option, they can not, if they can't work through it, they could break up. You know what I'm saying? Like at a certain point, like of course it's not going to be all cut and dry and everything like that. It's probably going to take mad time to get to that point, or it may take more effort or whatever it is to get to that point. I think when you cut it off immediately, while I understand it, like Rose said, you start a domino effect of other things that become an issue.
But the domino effect was already happening, is what I'm also saying too. There's already dominoes falling in place.
And that's why I don't Ray, because I'll say, Ray, everything you are saying is in the, we got to say alleged.
Yes, okay, true. I'm speaking just because I'm under the impression this conversation is a hypothetical. We're just talking about what it is. I'm not speaking specifically to them. We're using some of the facts that exist there, but
to do general, right? Yeah.
Yes. So in that essence, dominoes are falling already. It's not like he was the starting point of the domino falling in this hypothetical situation, is what I'm saying. So if we are also aware that there's also a potential, say if he didn't do this, where is that line that you're supposed to withhold yourself on what is expected as men? Where is that line of protect Black women? Where is that line of you having to deal with that emotional trauma of, if it went to the point in best case scenario that they do break up, that she turn around and look at you as less of a man for letting it happen, as long as you let it happen.
I mean, that's all.
And you got to deal with that too.
Yeah, that's fair. But again, I think when you getting into that, like we said, if you going into protection, you have to be considerate of those that you protected, right? Like, what is your method of protection? Is the method that you're using for protection beneficial for the family? You dig what I'm saying? Like, it becomes all of that. So while killing this dude does remove that threat from the family, it doesn't remove the issues of now you got an inner sibling issue. You might have more inner family issues. We got to put up lawyer money, fight a case. It's now all of this other stuff going on that I'm not saying wouldn't be happening if they stayed together or whatever, because we don't know exactly what would have happened there. But the route that you took of possibly going around what your sister feel like, going around what your parents feel like, going around what the friends feel like, and all of that to be like, you know what? I'm making this decision. You're not doing this to my sister no more, and take you off the earth. Yes, it's gonna get to. I'm not saying, because again, like Rose said, I'm not saying he's wrong as far as like in the understanding of what he did. But again, you took something you can't give back to nobody. So there's
like,
you know what I mean. So
yeah.
To answer your question, I don't know exactly where the line is. All I can say is the best methods you could probably go to.
Let me ask a clarifying question. Because I don't know if we said it and I'm not aware. In the method of this alleged activity, how did he go about it? Like, was this was this person in the house? Did he go outside of the house?
No, what I read, I'm not entirely sure. It's alleged. I'm not entirely sure, but I think he was called over to the house. Like, something was going on and he was called over to the house. So I'm not
the brother or
the brother was called over.
The brother was called to the house.
I think so. I'm not entirely, because it could have been.
It's alleged. Sure. It's hypothetical anyway. So we'll say if it's that scenario, because we can explore each option. He was called over. Duke was called over. In those two options, if bro is called to the house, I guess I'm even more of the understanding you were called for a reason.
All right.
If that was the case.
No, I get you, but you might not be. Again, this stuff gets sticky, bro. It gets tricky. Like, it's.
But that what I'm also sticking to is even something that we've said here. If an action was caused, I don't want to get lost in spending more time grading the reactionary party when they were minding their business. I've been letting y'all do what y'all are doing. If this situation is what we're saying, I have already made the decision to do what it is that you asked me to do. you called me for a reason. In the same way we're saying we got to take into account what she's thinking and what it means for her decisions and her family, she should also take into account, who your brother is and how he feels about this potentially and where he might go. So if you brought me into this and you subjected me to it, and I'm coming, especially if you call me to a place that I live at too. Yeah. I don't know if it's fair to just put a hard cap on like the decision that he made as a reactionary party.
I think it's really, really, really tough. And
go ahead, Ev.
I just want to clarify, because I want to clarify something that I said. This was the little brother.
Oh, okay.
He's 24, she's 30, and T Hood is 33. So I just want to clarify, because I want to look up to see if they explained how it happened. But I'm not.
You called little bro.
So yeah,
like I said, the dominoes are always fun. You called little bro.
I'm with you. I don't look again
in a crash out age. Let's like that.
Yeah,
we got to think. That's the other part. You call little bro in crash out age. You know how we are as men. Anywhere in our 20s, especially younger.
Wait. Hold on. Let me stop you right now, because I'm reading this right now. A domestic disturbance occurred at the time, and in response was the shooting. So apparently, because like we said, the little brother lives there. I'm reading this now off 11alive.com. A domestic disturbance.
Come back to the mic. Yeah.
A domestic disturbance occurred at the residence. A woman was injured in that incident, and then the shooting was a response to that incident. So, mind you, little brother lives in the home.
Yeah. So
saw it go down.
Seen it happen and went with it. Again, I'm not saying I don't understand it. I just don't know if that's the best course of action. I'm
live in real time.
No, I get you. For me, right? For me, I can't say exactly what I would do in that situation. I would probably try to get my sister out of there. I'll probably try to just like either get him out of there or take her somewhere or whatever. But like, I can't say I wouldn't kill, bro. I can't say I wouldn't do that. But
you started it off saying you.
No, yeah, because I know my little sister. I know because it's like, bro, my little like somebody out here fucking my little bro. It's curtains for you. It's curtains. We taking it straight to the ceiling, and it ain't nothing to talk about. But that's me just reacting out of emotion. When I think and start trying, like actually think and start processing, it's like, okay, I could go crash out on cuz, but then what does that mean for me? What does that mean for my sister? What does that mean for my mother? Like,
and while I understand that, I also that's a very hard part to grasp, because it's easier. This for everything we're saying, it's easy to say the think piece when it's in a patient setting where you get to talk about it live in motion.
I'm with you.
You feel me? And so if we're saying everything that
nobody's saying he's wrong. Nobody's saying he's wrong.
No, because I think what I'm more so walking down is if we're sticking to what we ourselves have said on this very platform.
How did he protect
it? Go about it?
How did he protect the rest of his family?
To answer that question, I would rather deal with what the family has to go through as opposed to dealing with what someone from the outside is bringing in with the family.
So you'd rather fight a case than
defending my family? 100%. 100%.
Okay.
Defending my family, I would 100% rather fight a case and deal with that and know that you're alive, because I can go to sleep knowing that you're safe right now. Mm-hmm. I can do that. Mm-hmm. I can deal with whatever repercussions that came with me making sure that you were safe, because that is what we have even agreed to is our role in the house that I live in. And you called me. Yeah, because we probably at the same time too, knowing us, let's just say it's us. I want to remove them because some of these parts we're still trying to figure out in real time. We don't have factual tangibles, right? Just put it back on us. Based on the type of men that we are, and I'm at least from what I'm seeing in this situation, the father had both of his kids living in the house. He has a family home. So based on the type of men that we are, we've more than likely had these types of conversations, even whether it be in jest or having a serious role of, what I would do for you. What I would do for you. And each one of us, even with what you started with, Nick, how I feel about it. Ev has said it, but Rose as well. We going there. We've had this talk. So if we've said it, we didn't have this, yeah, man, if this situation comes up, I'm probably going to have to layer it and I'm going to wait to see what happens. No, that's not how it goes. That's not. I'm saying that to say,
is all I'm saying.
It could. No, don't get me wrong. It could be, but it's also, again, no different than any other self-defense situations, high intensity high adrenaline rush situations, a lot of people also say stuff too. And then when it's time to be called to action, they might also fold. So in that same scenario, if he gets called to action and does nothing, you have a problem with him. In that same scenario, if he gets called to action and he loses the fight, we're now looking at her in a scenario of why did you even put him in the situation, especially as younger bro. So moving it back to us, every other situation is a loss. Two.
It seems like every situation right here is a loss.
So if so now that we're there, if every situation
except for
is
the
a
third
loss,
option.
I'm not.
Except for that third option, which is gather as many troops as you can, push for the breakup, and push for like healthy separation.
Yes, if it wasn't happening live in real time. Yes. Because
tough,
at least the way that it's reading,
because again,
if it was happening in the moment, I don't get a chance to gather the troops.
But so I'll say this, and we can, because this is what my girl has said to me one time of like me being in that mode.
Other part, really quick. Other part too. My second thing to this, we would do ourselves a great service and a great justice to get the woman's opinion on this as well.
Yeah, for sure. Because that's where I was going with this. So like early in me and my girl's relationship, I would say shit like, I killed a motherfucker for you, all that type of shit, on some protective type shit, right? And she looked at me and she was like, now let's say you do. How am I protected now? Where's my protection at that point? Like, let's say we outside, somebody disrespect whatever, and you tweak out. All right, cool. Now how am I protected? You go to jail, you away, niggas got to put money on books, niggas got to do like you completely uprooted the entire life that we have here. Where's my protection now? So and it made me have to think about how you react to things and like what is the long-term consequence of a crash out in this situation, or how does this play out? So when I'm not trying to look at it with rose-tinted glasses. Like in the midst of your sister getting abused, you should be sitting there like, if I do this right now, would it go this way? I'm not saying that. I'm saying like people gonna react in the moment how they do it, and we can't necessarily do anything about it. I'm saying if before you go crash out, if you can, try to see what other options you have. Get the fuck out of there before you kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like remove the parties involved before you kill somebody, because that's when it gets different. If it's not a complete cut and dry where it's actual self-defense, and you know how the courts get with that. So if you in a situation where it might not be it'd be better to just get up out of there before you end up in a situation like this, and we don't even know if this family can come back from this. So
I agree with that. I will also say, because we can, sorry, before you go, we can add to us having a follow-up conversation, because there is an understandable difference between mom, spouse, sister, daughter. The four women that you might potentially have in your life, right? Because for what you and your girl are talking about is a different scenario that you would try to go about it, where you might be the only protection because it's you and your girl. Sis is different. Daughters for sure different. Like we should do ourselves another great justice of coming back to have those types of conversations, to explore how to think those processes out and what it looks like, because there are degrees of separation in that. And so because even with what you say, you as one that has a sister, it's a lot different with sis than my girl. You feel me? And how their autonomy and their independence is different than sis, when I've been brought up my entire life to protect. You feel?
And to your point, is a difference, because that was something I was going to say with us now, with me finding out the ages. There's also a different degree of separation of, I'm the little brother trying to stop this nigga 10 years my age. And
10 years my senior. Yeah.
The fact that I didn't try to talk to him. He, little nigga, get out of here. I'm a grown man.
Could
I
be.
I didn't try to get physical with him. He, little nigga, get out of here. What do I do next?
It's possible. Yeah. It's a muddy situation.
Because we look at the age, it's a 9-year gap between them. So he's the fresh, young little brother for real. So, and mind you, he ain't called. Let's be real. He the younger brother. This is, and as we've explained, it seems like it's a family house. So ain't no bills being paid, but by them potentially. It's family house. Kirk Frost.
Possible.
She got her boyfriend there every day, so he's seeing these actions take place, and he probably boiling with
tweaked out.
This nigga so, and that's where I was gonna go back to this question of where is the overstep in protection when you get into those boiling, like all that, like where is the overstep of protection?
That line, sadly, and I think this is probably gonna be the hardest pill to swallow. That line is drawn by the person that's dealing with it, the immediate victim. I think, like, as tough as that may be to deal with, it's like not necessarily to the sense of like, oh, you got to do what I say about it, but they do draw that line of like, nah, you did too much. Like, I feel you in what you did, but that was OD. Like, you, and it's on them. Like, they because they the one dealing with it. So once if you overstep in that, like, and that's just what you got to deal with from that point. I feel you. Like, that's why I want to keep stressing this part. Like, sure. I feel, bro. Like, I completely feel you. But again, with how his sister is reacting to the whole situation and what it's like now, it's so much more that we got to deal with. And that, not to say that we wouldn't have to deal with some extra stuff if they continue the relationship or however it go, but now it's just like, now it's really fucked. Like, now everything is just all up.
That's why I love Ray's like initial pushback saying you involved me because I live here. Because that's why I said, like, now when you look at them ages, Lil Bro a victim too, potentially, because it's
for sure.
I've been telling you, I've been trying to stop this, but I'm Lil Bro. So think about it. With Lil Bro, there is a Lil Bro place that has to be set, especially when we two grown 30 plus adults enacting in this. Lil Bro, stay out of this. So that's where it's kind of, if I have tried to protect you and stop you, and it's been little nigga get out of here, I'm a victim too.
No, it's one thing I can also on the clean, more or less. The fair part about this is Nick and I are once again displaying consistency, right? Because in similar conversations that we had in this essence, he's saying where like you might have to rely on the victim. I'm on the side of you getting other people involved is where I draw the line. Yeah. But I now have a very important question that I don't know how we skip past this in the first place. Does Pops live in the house?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
That's very important to me. Okay, because if he doesn't, because my first, what should have been the first question was, where were you?
They was probably gone. They're probably at their own house.
Might have been, might have been that. But that's why I was like, all right, because if you lived in the house and then it went down to Lil Bro, then now I feel a way about it because there was. All right, okay, yeah.
Thoughts and prayers, man.
But I do, because I would like to open up or start working on opening up how that conversation looks, because oftentimes those dominoes are not just falling one way, and there's also probably a situation where dominoes were already falling before impact was made. Respectfully, right? So in somebody also going through it, yes, it's not in one of those tit for tat comparisons, because the direct victim has significantly more trauma, usually 9 times out of 10. I also don't want us to diminish what that other person might be experiencing as someone that was brought into.
Not at all.
Because he's trying to take that consideration too. I'm a victim from trying to protect you, but also the victim that you're enduring still.
Right. That takes a psychological toll, an emotional toll, a physical toll, like all of that. So it's not to shit on bro. Like, it's not to shit on him at all. Like, you tweaked out, you did too much. Like, it's just in a situation now that the situation is just, I don't know if I would have to say as well, somebody's lost their life now. So it's like, now the situation is technically worse. Now the value of dude's life, right? And because of what he was doing in his actions within his life, that's debatable. But at the end of it all, a mother lost her kid, a father lost his kid, a possible sister may have lost her brother, like all of these things. And now, granted, what he was doing to somebody else, not the greatest, allegedly, but still, it's like you're gonna have a hard time with anybody that's not the victim understanding that piece.
And that's where I think where we do our due diligence to try to have those conversations on the front end, because a lot of the questions you ask, not only are they valid, they also go both ways. Because were you considering family in the process that you are choosing to take. Were you considering where it could go in the process that you were participating in? And because that very key point, and we can move on from this, that very key point that we're going to see in a lot of these situations is you're asking me potentially to see for you, because if you're in the midst of trauma and abuse, you might not have
clouded vision,
full purview.
Right.
So
that's
you're
where it
asking
get tricky
me to
with the overstep. That's where the overstep.
You're asking me to do what I do best in your blind spot. If I'm to watch your 6, my job is to watch your 6.
Yeah, if I kill somebody watching your 6, that's just what it was. I get you, but it's
that's it. That's all.
Thoughts and prayers. Yeah, thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers, man, to everybody involved, man. These domestic situations are never easy to deal with, never cut and dry, and it's multiple people affected every time, man. So. Anybody that's dealing with domestic, we're gonna put the line, the number in the description and everything, because it's a series. Like it's tough, man. I don't know what I would do. You know what I mean? Like I might crash out, and then I got to deal with my mama cussing me out. You feel what I'm saying? I got to deal with my sister cussing me out because I done crashed out for like it get wicked. But I have a question. For you brothers. In your relationship, committed relationship, girlfriend, years long, all that, is watching porn and masturbating to it cheating?
No. Fuck. The fuck? The fuck?
I'm laughing at the fact that it's like there's it's a 2-piece component, is watching it and the follow-up. Very important, because you could just be watching flicks. You could just be having a movie on.
Nick, hey, hold on, cuz nigga, what are you on?
No, listen, the conversation came across. It came across the desk. I was asking questions. I had to see.
Man, check it out. This is the thing. And this is why I say no. Because people have options, people have choices. People have yes or no's. If you trying to get it and she says, no, I'm not with it, and you really trying to get it, you need to go type in your phone and get your hand ready, nigga.
Now peep though, but peep on her from her point of view, because this is how it was posed to me, right? Okay. I don't want to have sex from Shorty's point of view. She doesn't want to have sex, right?
Okay.
So because I don't want to have sex, now you finna go bust a nut to another woman?
No, to my own vices.
To another woman on that video. Because that's what you busting to.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh well, okay, I guess. Well, yeah.
That's the cheating. That's the cheating aspect.
See, and this is where I'm gonna call bullshit. Okay, because this is the thing. If you want to draw lines and circles and diagrams and all this other bullshit on cheating is you sticking your dick in another motherfucker, or she allowing the motherfucker to. So
we finna get into emotional cheating and all. Come on, man.
No. Let me ask you a question. Watching porn, what type of cheating is that? It is not emotional cheating. What type of cheating is that? Watching porn and masturbating. What type of cheating is that?
You fantasizing about sex.
It's not emotional.
It may not be emotional. I mean, all cheating ain't emotional.
It ain't physical.
It could.
It is not. It is not. It is not. It is not. Masturbation is not a form of physical cheating.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you.
Aren't you doing a physical act in order to complete this?
No,
you are.
Cheating is with another. Cheating is sexual intercourse. Are you having sexual intercourse with yourself?
Yes. If you beat
no,
off.
You're not. You niggas. I'm gonna curse y'all out.
Hold on. Googles. Let me just.
What is the act of sexual intercourse?
It's called you fucking yourself. That's what beating off is. You fucking yourself.
You fucking yourself in the ass game?
No, nigga.
All right then. That's intercourse.
What?
That's intercourse. That's the thing. To cheat, you have to have intercourse.
I mean,
you're not having intercourse with yourself. It takes two.
What's the Google saying, Ray?
So that's why I'm asking you. What are the list? What type of cheating is watching porn and masturbating? Tell me, so then we can go there.
Mental.
There's numerous.
Possibly.
It's both. I'm getting yeses and I'm getting nos. So let me go to the education. Let me go to Columbia University specifically.
Yeah, lock in.
Because some are saying absolutely it can count as that, and then others are saying no, it's not. Well, otherwise, you'd be having sex with yourself.
I don't think it is.
Typically defined as engaging in sexual or intimate acts with someone other than your primary romantic partner. Masturbation involves only one person and does not involve an external partner.
But it does, but it does involve the bitch on the video.
But that ain't a bitch in person.
But hold on, but peep though, right? Because that could be like an OnlyFans shorty. This could be like it could get wicked.
You know what? So now that I'm looking at,
you say watch porn.
So OnlyFans is porn. OnlyFans is porn.
That's communicating potentially too, right? Because they got it where they can talk to them people.
Now that I'm looking at an educational site, so what is being posed to you is you have an issue with me improving my mood, body image, stress relief. You know, you want me to be stressed, a better understanding of my own body for you. You have an issue with me doing that. The health benefits behind it. Reduce risk of endometriosis for you because I did this for me.
I'm crying. Look, I thought it was cap. I thought it was cap out the gate. I felt like, you know, if we respecting consent, you said no, I went and did what I had to do. You know what I mean? Like I don't, but that was it. I just wanted to pose it to the room.
Now, hold on. Let me put this. Go ahead, Ray.
No, I was gonna say because the other thing is, unless you're just completely solid and doing nothing yourself as the woman, my question would be, what are you doing it to? Even if you are looking at other women, it's still you looking at women, is it not?
Yeah, fantasizing. That's what I mean. That's
why I just wanted to ask. It came across the desk. I just thought I would pose it to the room. You know what I'm saying? It seems like we're all pretty much in agreement. I don't know if that has to do with the fact that we're men.
But no. And this is where I was going to go to keep it a buck, right? To keep it clean. It's exactly, to be real, it's subjective to the couples. To be real, and that's and mind you, that's a conversation that don't get had because one, that's still a taboo thing of masturbation. That's a taboo thing to talk about. So no, you don't even have that conversation until you get caught. She look over your phone, or he look over the shoulder of, oh, you on the hub? What you doing? So you know what I'm saying? But
if you came in the crib and your girl was watching some wild BBC shit, you wouldn't be like, yo.
No, I mean, watching it is
a fair question. That's a fair question.
No.
It's a fair question.
You know what I'm saying? Like
nobody gonna say anything. Nobody gonna say nothing.
Yo, go ahead. You know, hey, look.
Nobody gonna say nothing.
Really quick.
Ain't nobody gonna tell the truth.
All right.
What you about to say, Rose? Nobody
want to say nothing, man. It's cool.
I know what he gonna say. I'm gonna say play.
Yeah, facts, play.
We
pressing play, man.
Hell, bro.
Because we Atlanta is only second to New York with their homophobic pushback, but homophobic or homoerotic tendencies. They are neck and neck with New York right now.
You gonna stop talking about Atlanta like this, bro? You gonna stop? All right, this has been about 4 episodes straight. You gonna stop this?
You're gonna stop.
I support y'all. I support y'all supporting Pride.
Support yourself. Cut it out.
Isn't that the conversation?
Cut it out.
It is.
That's a conversation we have.
No substance.
Is that not the conversation we having in this moment?
I heard too much wild shit come from you. You cut it out.
Is that not the active conversation?
Rose, if you watching porn in your relationship and beating off to it, are you cheating, my brother?
Is that cheating?
Okay. All right. So if your girl is watching porn and DJing, okay, cool. All right, cool. That's it. That was the only question. That's all I had. That was it.
If there's an issue with it, to that same essence, if somebody does have an issue with it, if you watching your own gang film, is that cheating?
That's what I asked. So that was my question. I was like, now, because I can see where you going.
Hold on. I know where you're going, Nick. Hold on.
You watching your own game film?
Niggas watching their own game film?
So yeah, I watch my own game film sometimes. Yeah.
I watch my own game film, but I don't get off to it though. I don't get off to it.
No. I'll watch it though. You might have to relive a moment right quick.
Rose, so you saying when you play sports, you never watch film? You didn't watch film when you play sports?
Rose, you definitely watch your own film before me.
I was gifted, brother. I don't do all that.
I just stepped on the court. You know what I mean? That's what it was.
Them goddamn fucking nigga talking about. Nah. Bro, what's crazy is if niggas watching their own game film, like niggas is special, bro. That's crazy.
Why is that crazy?
That's crazy.
Why is that crazy?
Y'all niggas be like, you be watching a game film critiquing the dribble?
I might watch
it. Should.
I might watch it back and be like, oh no, I was in my bag
going
right
left,
here.
but you ain't hezzy. Like,
right. Yeah, you might. Yeah. I didn't watch game tape and took it to Shorty like, hey, this little move right here that you did right here, run that back.
I do it
again.
You know what I'm
saying? Like, yeah.
If I could get to the basket in a 1-2 dribble pull up as opposed to a spin move. Hey, what are you talking about? I'm making efficiency.
This a nigga with kids. You can't listen to that.
What?
You can't listen to that. This shit different.
You got kids too? What you mean?
Nah, you got more. Don't listen to that.
That's the line.
You got more.
That's the line,
bro. Shit, you know what I'm saying? You need to not watch your film. That's your problem now. You over critiquing. You know what I mean?
You get too far inside your head now. You ain't letting the game come.
So now
that's dedication to the game. You know, that's Mamba mentality.
So now I'm too good. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm too good. Y'all never told Kobe to chill out. Now I'm too good. That's what he telling me. That's crazy.
You too locked in, brother.
You gotta let the game come to you. You dig what I'm saying? No punt.
You need the 2010. You need a lockout, brother. You need to go to the other shit. You go to Rucker. You wildin'.
Oh man, that was it though. That was it. That's all I had today. That was it. That was my only question. I appreciate y'all brothers for pulling up, man. Rose, I appreciate you for pulling up for the time that you did. We love you for that.
Hey, man,
you know what I'm saying?
I try. I gotta come in here and check Ray every time. You know this nigga be in here tripping.
It wasn't
like,
even me.
It's crazy. Y'all was the R&R boys, and now it's like y'all. You know what I mean? Like
we still the R&R boys. My nigga be wildin'. He be wildin'.
I mean,
I love that boy.
Let's be clear. Like, I want to get this out here, dog. Like, we on the clean. We gonna give y'all a little bit of exclusives of what's happening in this group chat. They were asking Ray to come outside for the longest period of time. Now, every time Ray is outside, they don't want to be there. I don't understand.
Because Ray, you came outside. You came outside naming black porn stars, man. Like we gotta.
I ain't gonna lie, yo outside is different.
Yo outside crazy, bro. Like
yo outside the same spot. Y'all from a city where they throw in dildos, but you mad at knowing the names of places?
Close that up, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh, now we mad. Okay, I got it.
Because you gotta stop slandering Atlanta, bro. Yeah, that's not Atlanta.
He went to Atlanta to do it.
He went to Atlanta to do it. Specifically, though.
The stadium in Atlanta. He went to Atlanta to do it.
Because it ain't no stadium in Gwinnett, man. Come on, man.
They heard you last pod, bro. They heard you. You think they didn't hear you? They heard you.
That's a fact. They heard. They did.
They heard you. You know niggas' names. You know what niggas doing. How they sneaking shit in. Like they know you.
You was talking about the fake.
You gotta
leaks.
stop that.
You even gave folks. You gave folks. You said you told to bruh. You ain't even have to sneak it in. You could have just stole it out of the locker room. Like you told brother to do a B&E to throw. How you know dildos is in the locker room?
Shit about that shit than the people that live here. I didn't even know their name.
Yeah, I ain't know the niggas' names.
You was doing grand dildo larceny last.
So you telling me that we understand who's on the team and you saying that they not in there?
I don't think they in the locker room, bruh.
Right.
No.
You gave him the player how to get in the back door.
They got parties going around. They got players right now calling themselves the Stud Buds. And you gonna tell me that you unaware of this situation. So let's
bandit, brother.
We don't have to lie. We don't have to lie.
You and me, bandit.
Ray, you ain't gotta tell us. Hey, Ray,
man.
You ain't gotta tell us all the truth.
Ray, your new name MB.
Okay, that I'm fair. I'm okay with that. Ev. I'm okay with that. Ev. Dial back on the truth. I understand. I understand.
Don't keep it that clean.
Look,
I understand. My bad.
Look, this has been a great episode of the Keep It Clean podcast, man. Episodes dropping every Tuesday, one-offs dropping every Friday. If you have not, please do tap into the one-off we just dropped yesterday. It is called Texas and Jerry, and no, not that one. It's about the situation. You feel me? It's about the situation going on in Texas with the redistricting, gerrymandering, and redrawing of the maps. It's a lot of information, but it's very vital and necessary. So if you got the time, please do tap in with that. We're trying to make sure that we, cover all bases from the pop music to the politics to the education. So Keep It Clean podcast. Oh, go ahead, bro.
And want to add to that too, man. Again, just for any of y'all that have feedback or you have things that we want to talk about, or even to the point, if you could be respectable to where you want to have a conversation with us in real time, that is the purpose of this. The community aspect is very, very real on what it is that we're pushing. We could joke and we could be serious. We could do everything across the board. So we all live in different areas. If there's something that's coming up and you are seeing us, you're viewing us, man, we appreciate all y'all's feedback. And I'll even go as far as to say, in the aspect of building community, when we post certain things and there's clowns that are hopping in the comments that have nothing to do with anything, help us clean them up too. Because we get them all the way out of there, because they're not being progressive to anything that we have going on. What you got, Rose? I see you got something on your mind. What you trying to fire off?
Nah, they need to comment on you, brother.
Man, look, Rose, hey man,
I need to clean you up, brother.
Hey man,
shout out to the
I'm all right.
boys.
No, in fact, shout out to the R&R boys, man. They going through some.
They got some shades up, two handsome gentlemen. Do y'all thing, brother.
Hey, man.
Cleaned up well.
Hey man,
they're having some internal struggles right now, but they're getting it together. You know what I'm saying? It's lit.
It was who could throw the most money at Magic City. That's what happened, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what the competition is between Rose and I.
Don't trick.
Your boy said, I ain't giving no money to no woman in no club.
I don't know
what y'all got.
Nah.
So you can't throw it? Your elbow fucked up? Can't throw the bread the same?
Nah. I had Tommy John, brother. My shit don't even work like that. My shit don't work like
that. Trick. Okay.
Nah, I can confirm, bro.
Take you to church, brother. We ain't going no strip club, nigga. We going to church.
I can confirm, bro. It's no trick.
We gonna go see Creflo. Fuck you talking about?
Yeah, I can confirm that. He ain't gonna trick off. He gonna trick. He Rose trick on himself. Like Rose go to the, you know what I'm saying? Like he finna get to the club. And he finna.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All I was saying is you finna get in there and get all the drinks. That's all I was saying. You was gonna buy all the drinks for yourself. That's all. That's it. Come on, bro. I wouldn't do you like that.
He said, clean that up right quick. He said, hold on.
You see how he just tried to jump in front. It wasn't no bullet. Wasn't no gun. Wasn't no bullet. Wasn't nothing going on. I was chilling.
And that right there is what Rose do. Rose be jumping. Rose be jumping to conclusions. He be jumping to conclusions. Oh man, but yeah, man.
Another episode, new episodes dropping every Tuesday. We do appreciate y'all for tapping in. As always, keep it a buck, keep it a beam, but most importantly, keep it clean. Until next time, we out of here.